Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Robert C. Byrd High School. This is Robert C. Byrd Basketball. I'm John Griffin, David Oliverio, our producer tonight, and we are thrilled to have Bill Bennett joining us on the broadcast tonight. Bill, welcome in.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's a little hot. It's a lot hotter than it was this time last week. And for RCB's sake, hopefully they can get hot tonight because they're in the midst of a small losing streak here.
Yeah, hopefully they can bounce back. Thinking on the way over here after the way the game last night went, this is probably the best scenario they could hope for. Rather than have to lay around and think about last night's game all weekend, 24 hours later, they get to get right back out on the court.
Put it away. Remember it when you need to, but don't worry too much about it. Earlier in the week, I did get a chance to talk with head coach Basil Lucas about the team and where they are in the midway point in the season almost. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that right now. Welcome to another edition of Outside the Nest. I'm John Griffin, and today I'm joined by Robert C. Byrd boys head basketball coach once again, Basil Lucas. Coach Lucas, welcome in again.
Well, thanks for having me.
So we're about at the halfway point of the season. It's not turned out to be the season you had envisioned, I'm sure, going through some growing pains. But like we have said, the team's young.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's a young group, but we're getting to a point to where you start having to make players accountable for what they are doing, and if you make a mistake once, you make a mistake twice, then that's growing pains. If you're making the same mistake 8, 9, 10 times, and it can be simple things like taking bad shots, turning the ball over, not blocking out. I mean, there's things that we have to get rectified as a group.
And I'm sure the Christmas break followed by a week or two of school, and then we had 3 out of 5 days off for snow last week. That didn't help things either.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, when you take an entire week off, you practice on a Monday, and then you're off for the rest of the week, essentially till you practice the following Monday, you practice for one more day, and then you start playing games again. Now, fortunately, we were able to get back in the gym, have a little bit, get a little bit timing together, review some of the things that we needed to review. But, it's not the same thing as week in, week out, where you get in some type of rhythm.
And I thought, other than shooting the ball last night when you played Buchanan Upshur, you started the game well. It didn't look like you had any rust on you.
Well, I agree with you entirely. I thought initially we came out, we had a set game plan for that game, and when you look at the numbers of that game, there's a few things that stood out tremendously, which was obviously the rebounding disparage, where they had 42 rebounds in the game and we had 19, and then you look at the turnover disparage, and we had 8, we caused 18 turnovers and we only had 8. So there's some positives and negatives there. I really felt that if we would have taken some better shots in that game last night, especially there early on in the third quarter, that could have been a different game in the fourth quarter. But once we turned the ball over a couple times, there was 4 out of 5 possessions or 4 out of 6 possessions where we allowed second chance points during that situation where the game got away from us a little bit. And right, wrong, or different, we're not a huge team, and they were a big team, so that is not a great matchup. But the bottom line is we have to find guys that are going to block people out.
Right. I thought several players did a good job of forcing the action, drawing contact, but then there were some times where they shied away from it too, which is something I'm sure you're going to address with your team.
Well, that's something that you're going to not live with it. We're getting to the point now where they got to start growing up and being young men, and that's the difference. Honestly, people say, Coach, what's the difference between a JV player and a varsity player? A lot of it's about that aggression. It's about understanding I've got to take it hard to the basket. Correct. I can't fray away from contact, whether it's contact going to the basket or it's contact in a screen. Or it's contact and blocking somebody out. Guys that stand around, generally you can see a difference between a kid that plays junior varsity as a whole compared to a kid that plays on the varsity teams. If you're watching the games, if you're watching them closely as I watch.
Yeah. So last night, We mentioned you played Buchanan. You have practice today. You travel to Liberty across Clarksburg tomorrow night, and then you come right back here Saturday afternoon, well, early evening, 6 o'clock for a game against Elkins. So the games are starting to really stack up now.
Well, we're actually going to play tomorrow night, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's just where we are. When you get days snowed out like we have, they're going to stack up, and they could even get, if we get any more weather, it could even get in a more negative situation as far as games and practice. But tomorrow and Saturday are really big games. Tomorrow night, that is a sectional opponent. This game's going to dictate where will be one of the factors in who hosts the sectional. Like I said, they've changed things from the past. So tomorrow night, the game between Liberty and us, the winner of that, that's an opportunity to be, for us, 1-0 or 0-1 in the section. And then we turn right back around and come home and play Elkins. Elkins is another sectional opponent. And then next Wednesday, we play Lincoln. That's the third sectional opponent. Those 3 games are going to dictate who hosts home games during the sectional play.
Do you wish you could have those spread out a little bit further, or is it a good thing that they're all close together?
That's just the way it worked out this year. I mean, again, Elkins was a makeup game.
Yeah, that's
so that
true.
Game should have been played last week.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to play them and let the cards fall where they may. I'm excited to get back in the gym today.
Right.
Because, there's things that we got to work on. You got a young group. They tend to listen when negative things happen to them. So we're hoping we get a positive response from them tonight.
Well, good, Coach. We appreciate you joining us today, taking time out of your busy schedule. And once again, we want to wish you good luck tomorrow night at Liberty and Saturday against Elkins. And I won't get too far ahead, and I'll let you worry about those 2 games right now, and we'll let you go and get to practice. Back at the Birdcage, the Eagles Nest, whatever you want to call it. Just listening to our national anthem being played. Hope you enjoyed that interview with head coach Basil Lucas as they try to pick up a win today on this Saturday early evening game. 6 o'clock start time, and usually at 7:30 on a Saturday night, but this is being a makeup game, and due to some officials' arrangements, had to go with this at a 6 o'clock start. So the Elkins Tigers being introduced right now. Real quickly, their starters: number 1, Griffin Boggs; number 4, Dylan Heinzman; number 23, Brock Holland; number 32, Donald Lauk; and number 5, Levi Wanless. We'll take a listen now as your Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles are introduced. So, as you just heard, number 11, Anthony Barbario. Number 12, Logan Boyce. 0, Cam Newson. Number 1, Carson Bennett. And number 2, Manny Holmes will round out the starting lineup for the Flying Eagles. Just about set to get things underway here. Number 23, Brock Holland will jump against Carson Bennett for the Eagles. Sort of a mistip, controlled by Elkins. Robert C. Byrd in their man-to-man defense. And here's a steal by Cam Newson. He's going to get down court, put the shot up, layup, good for 2. So good pressure defense, Coach, off the start.
Yeah, great getting out in the passing lane like Cameron did and get him off to a quick start here.
And that only works if everybody else is playing up on their man.
Absolutely.
Here's Dylan Heinzman, loses the ball right in front of the Eagles bench. Elkins will maintain control. And there's no way Elkins could have got down here last week with all the snow we had. So,
yeah.
But all the snow is gone. Here's a drive by number 1, Boggs. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Tigers. Boggs with it again, puts it up, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. 7:02 to go here in the first quarter.
Again, the challenge for the Eagles is this rebounding. It's been their nemesis most of this season.
Here's a 3 out of the corner by Holland, no good. And again, RCB not able to control the rebound. And this team isn't as tall, doesn't have the height that the Buchanan Upshur team did, but they're still admirable in size.
Right. Now, the rebounding is all about wanting the ball, and you just have to anticipate.
Yeah.
You have to get a body on someone.
Eagles now in the half court. And we'll see tonight if they can do a better job of moving the ball, not letting it stick. Elkins in a zone. Here's a 3 out of the corner by Newson, no good. Offensive rebound. And Logan Boyce controls. He'll give it to Barbario. Here's a nice drive by Manny Holmes and a reverse layup for 2. And that's going to get a quick 30-second timeout by Elkins. We'll take one with him and be right back after this. Back inside the bird cage. Eagles on top, 4-0. Robert C. Byrd in full court, man-to-man pressure. And I know Coach Lucas likes to play this as much as he can.
Yes. Yes, he feels like that's one of his advantages, their athleticism and quickness.
Here's a 3, a 3 by number 4, Dylan Heinzman. Elkins' first bucket of the night. And Elkins comes out in full court pressure. They're in the zone trap. Long pass down court to Boyce. Nice find by Manny Holmes, and Boyce lays it up for 2.
Very nice job keeping his head up and seeing the floor.
And that's the quickest way to advance the ball is by passing it.
Absolutely.
Levi Wanless at the controls. For the Tigers, Riley Dickerson set to check in for the Eagles. The next break. Here's a drive. And they're going to say that Levi Wanless, I believe that's how it's pronounced, pushed off. It's going to draw a foul, his first, team first. And, Coach, for so long, you played with the 1-and-1 on the 7th foul, the 10 fouls, and that's changed this year.
Right.
Do you like that?
I'm not sure that I do. I haven't, paid that much attention to the effect it has on games, but I'm sure it changes strategy in close games, especially late in the game when people are trying to foul.
And it probably is going to take a year or two to really see what effect it will have on those games.
Right.
Here's a turnover by the Eagles. Elkins back down floor quickly. Here's Heinzman with a nice look to number 32, Donald Lauk. He lays it up for 2.
Right, Bert, a little late on the rotation right there. Gave a layup.
And now another unforced turnover. Cam Newson apparently stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Eagles will start their, or I should say the Tigers will start their offense. Here's a 3 by Holland, no good. We're going to have a foul on 32, Donald Lauk, his first, team's second.
Talk here. Get there, Chris. Get there.
Elkins trapping aggressively in the front court. Create a turnover, but they throw it away. Riley Dickerson got his hands on the ball, wasn't able to control it though.
When those long passes are coming in that press offense, these guys got to come to the ball. You can't stand and wait for it to come to you.
Drag it quick. Look. One more.
Elkins is starting in a horn set most of the time in their offense with the 2 big bodies screening at the elbows, and they're doing a nice job with that.
Here's a foul shot, jumper, no good. That was Wanless. Elkins comes down with the rebound.
Look. 2 shots, right?
Foul's going to go on Barbario. That'll be his first, team first. And they're not going to call that a shooting foul. So they're going to take it out of bounds. Inbounds pass, and number 32, Donald Lauk, gets his bucket, muscling his way in there. And now Elkins commits a foul in the trap. Number 11, Aaron Friedman checking in for the Tigers. 7-6, Elkins on top by 1, 3:34 to go in the first quarter here. Here's a pass inside to Carson Bennett. He'll turn, gets it out to Barbario on the wing. Holmes with the ball. Here's a 3 by Barbario, I should say, from the right side.
That's what has to happen against this 2-3 zone. You have to make shots.
Yeah. And the ball moved from side to side that time,
That's
too.
what created the open look, yes.
I know a lot of times in the game, especially Wednesday night against Buchanan, Buchanan didn't have to move much in the zone because RCB didn't do a good job of moving the ball back and forth.
And I know Coach Lucas, they've been working hard on zone offense, and he's trying to get the kids to understand that.
Here's a 3 by Dylan Heinzman, his second one of the night.
We're up, Dylan!
Elkins back on top, 10-9. RCB breaks the pressure nicely there. Here's Holmes driving in. Kind of shied away from the contact, but he's going to draw the foul anyways, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on number 23, Brock Holland. That'll be his first. It's going to be the team third.
Number 2, Danny Holmes at the line, shooting 2.
First shot's off the back of the rim, no good.
It's something also that's been an Achilles heel for this team this year is their free throw shooting.
And as you well know, Coach, free throws can win you a game, but they can also lose you a game.
Absolutely.
A lot of times.
Yep.
Second shot is up, and this is off to the right, no good. And now we have a foul on Cam Newson, his first, team second. And Coach Lucas wants his players to be aggressive, but you don't want to foul that far away from the basket if you can help it.
No, that wasn't a wise foul there. Nice rebound by Cam.
Good. Right here. Box rim.
It's a pass down court to Barbario. He'll put the ball on the floor, and he'll set things up at the top of the key. Dickerson with the ball. Gets in the lane, comes to a jump stop, kind of off balance, and it's a turnover. Here's a nice pass back down the floor to Elkins. Blocked by Dickerson. Lauk thought he had the layup easy, but Dickerson did a nice job to come and challenge that. Here's a Barbario three. It's going to be short. Rebound, Sin Newson. Puts it back up, can't get it to go. Tipped by Cam Newson. Rebound now by number 32, Lauk, for the Tigers. They'll push down floor. Pass inside to number 32, Lauk. Can't get the ball to go, can't get it to go, and they're going to have a jump ball. So Lauk had good position that time, just couldn't get the bucket.
Yeah, he did a nice job sealing his man. It was a nice entry pass.
So on the tie-up, the ball will go over to the Eagles. And here's Newson, Sin Newson, breaking the pressure, getting all the way down court for his first bucket of the night.
Nice job by Sincere taking the ball strong to the basket.
And you want to keep going to the basket until you're stopped.
Exactly. You have to attack pressure.
Yeah. Very competitive quarter here. Here is Barbario harassing Wanless.
Very nice job defensively.
Gets a steal. Boyce drives in for the nice scoop layup. His second bucket of the night. Had a cutter on the right side, or I should say the left side also. Elkins back down court. Here's Griffin Boggs driving, puts the ball up. Contact, no call. He's a little bit out of control there. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here's a three out of the corner by Dickerson. No good. Rebound Elkins. Griffin Boggs at midcourt. Elkins will drive in the form of number 23, Holland. And we're going to have a foul on Dickerson, I believe. It is indeed going to be on Riley Dickerson, his first, team third. Kind of surprising that neither team there, Coach, waited and take the last shot.
Right. You know, the pace of the game is kind of, I think, what Coach Lucas would prefer. His team getting easy attempts in transition.
So Brock Holland converts the first of two free throws and puts the second one in. Good-looking stroke for the young man. 7 seconds to go. The Eagles on top by one, 13-12. Here's Dickerson with the ball. Looks inside to Manny Holmes. He'll shoot the ball on a turnaround hook shot. No good. So a quick pace first half, or I should say first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter action after this. Welcome back to the Birdcage, the Eagles' Nest. I've always thought it should have been called the Nest, Coach, but, I didn't get to name it.
Birdcage, John.
The Birdcage. You got to go with what the students want. So for the Eagles, Cam Newson, I should say Sin Newson, will start the second quarter along with number 14, Levi Cochran. Cochran has not seen much action this year, but Junior Smith is not dressed tonight for the Eagles, so Coach Lucas is going to have to pick up some minutes with some other players somewhere.
Right. I think Levi had played a little in some of the early games,
yes.
And since
Tigers being patient.
Pressure.
And Heinzman, I should say, threw the ball out of bounds, trying to get the ball to Aiden Lambert. Aiden Lambert just couldn't get there in time.
1-2-2 pressure by Elkins again.
Here's Holmes driving in, and he's going to get lucky there.
He did. Pretty fortunate because he probably should have picked that dribble up about one dribble sooner. And keep your head up and find out open guys.
That is Holland's second, team first of the second quarter.
Elkins still in that 2-3 zone.
Here's Riley putting the ball on the baseline. Cut off by defender. Cochran out to Cam Newson. He'll put up a three, no good. Nice rebound by his brother, Sin Newson. Sincere, but coach says his nickname is Sin.
These offensive rebounds are crucial.
Yes.
Yep, Cam took off too quickly.
Yeah. He saw the opening.
Yep.
Like a kid in a candy store, he just
a little anxious there.
Yeah.
You know, they're showing better patience, John, against the 2-3 zone than they have been. So I'm sure the coaching staff has to be pleased with that. You know, zone offense is difficult. You know, it's difficult when you've got seniors, but when you got a bunch of sophomores out there, it's even a little more challenging because they don't often understand how to move that zone and be patient.
Yeah. And a lot of times when you're playing travel and you're playing pickup, you're playing man-to-man. You're not playing zone.
Right,
so.
Pretty much.
So Elkins inbounds the ball. Here's a three by Heinzman. No good. Rebound, Robert C. Bird. Cam Newson with the ball. Down court, and we're going to have a foul called on number 2, Lucas D'Angelo. He thought he got all ball.
They always do. No, Levi Cochran did a nice job keeping that ball alive down here on the defensive rebound, tipping it out.
Yeah. And that may be what RCB has to resort to, is just kind of tipping the ball if they can't control it.
Exactly. It's, you know, it's going to take all 5 guys concentrating on rebounding to become a better rebounding team.
Right. RCB being patient now. They're moving the ball around the perimeter, going from side to side. And here's an errant pass. Just wasn't there.
No.
Aaron Friedman on the interception. He'll bring the ball up court. So while we had a pretty active scoring first quarter, we haven't had any scoring in the second quarter yet.
Nice quick move there by Aaron Friedman.
Foul's going to go on Carson Bennett, his first, team first. So Aaron Friedman will go to the line. First shot's up, bounces around, no good. Set for the second one. It's up and it rattles out. We thought that was in, but it wasn't. And Manny Holmes is going to be fouled. Dylan Heinzman will pick that up.
See Elkins jumping into that pressure off of a miss. And you don't see a lot of teams do that after missing a shot. They were able to get in there and get into their press and get it set.
Is that hard to do because everybody's in different positions usually?
It is, unless you practice it a lot.
Right. Now, is that something that you tried to do? Or
we did at times, yes. You know, it's something we worked on in practice, trying to scramble and get to those spots, even whether it was a make or a miss.
Yeah.
I don't know that we'd have tried it if we'd have had 5 sophomores on the floor.
Here's Carson Bennett catching it in the high post. He'll kick it out to Holmes. RCB is being more patient.
Yeah, and that's crucial against this zone. They've got to be patient until they get the shot they want. There's no shot clock, but sometimes they feel like there is.
Yeah. And here's a 3 out of the corner by Cam Newson, no good. Elkins will push down floor. Aaron Friedman had the ball. He's not a big player, and he's in amongst the trees. Kind of lost it, but Elkins maintains control.
Scrappy little guy, though.
Yeah.
He went after that loose ball on the floor.
Yeah. And here's a pass inside to Aiden Lambert. Aiden Lambert got good position, was able to draw the foul there. Manny Holmes will pick that up, his first, team second.
Lambert's a big wide body in there,
Yeah.
and had trouble getting around.
So Lambert at the line misses his first. 2-shot foul, so he'll get the second. And let's watch and see how Robert C. Bird does on the box out with this free throw. And they do a good job.
Yeah.
Holmes steps right in front of the shooter, and that's right where the ball came.
See right there, John, instead of putting that ball on the floor, it needs to be reversed quickly.
Yeah. Shot out of the corner is no good. Elkins controls.
Hey, right there, ice. Go get it. Stay it.
And here's pressure by Barbario. That's a tongue twister. And he causes Aaron Friedman to lose the ball. Friedman tracked it down, lost his balance. Barbario was over there, and apparently Friedman stepped on the line.
Yeah, nice job pressuring by Barbario that time.
Still waiting for our first points here in the second quarter.
Looks like Elkins trying to extend their 2-3 a little bit.
Barbario instructing Bennett on where to go. Here's Boyce making penetration and a jumper, foul line extended.
Nice job getting into the gap by Logan to hit that mid-range jumper. And create a turnover here.
Yeah. Boggs careless with the ball. And now we're going to have a turnover and a foul on Boggs. That'll be his first, team fourth.
You know, Bird against the 2-3 has been, during the season, flashing someone into that high post. That last possession, no one ever did go in there. It's hard if you don't have someone in there to force those guards to have to help back on that. We'll see if they adjust and do that.
Boyce puts the ball on the floor, drives, kicks it to Holmes. Holmes drives in. Nice little running one-hand hook push shot, is that what we'll call it?
Yeah, nice penetration there. Way to get in the gap and attack that.
17-12, just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. RCB on top. Heinzman with penetration. Here's Boggs driving in. Jump stop. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. Tigers control in the form of Heinzman.
One of those 50-50 balls that we got to come up with.
Yeah. And here's Griffin Boggs, great name, on the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Carson Bennett.
Take your time, knock him down.
Yeah, I got to give credit where credit's due. Our producer, Dave Oliverio, laughing at me. Bennett second.
Great name.
Yes, yes. Team third.
That all transpired because of that 50-50 ball that we couldn't corral.
Boggs misses the first. Set for the second, and it's in. And again, Elkins really, you don't really see three guys up that close to the basket in that press all the time.
No, it's really tough to defend when you guys get down that far.
White's on the line. Black. Good job, Dylan.
And RCB turns the ball over again. And that time, instead of passing it, maybe he should have taken a dribble to get a better passing angle.
Let's go fire. Fire. Riff, take the block.
Levi Wanless. Here's a kick in the corner, three, no good. Rebound by number 44, Lambert. A big body in there, collects it and puts it back in. 17-15. Eagles still on top.
Let's go. Get here. Come on.
Here's a nice press breaker run by the Eagles.
Good job reversing the ball.
Boyce is going to get a three on the wing, no good. Rebound, Sin Nusan. Had it, but lost it.
You know, Logan hesitated a little bit and then shot that. And, you know, these young guys have to understand that shooting is all about rhythm and fluid motion. And once you lose that, you're better off passing the ball.
Yeah. And you have to recognize before you get the ball if you're going to have a good shot or not.
Right,
too.
right. He was open. I'm not sure why he hesitated, but
because he has shown that he can be effective.
He's a very good shooter. When he shoots in rhythm, he's a very good shooter. Almost created a turnover there.
Here's a shot off of the back of the rim by Wanless. And looks like they're going to call a foul on number 44, Aiden Lambert. They are indeed, and that's going to be the 15th foul. So now Robert C. Bird's going to go to the line, and they're going to get not the 1-and-1, coach. They're going to get the two-shot foul.
Right. This is where they've got to step up and be able to knock these down. You know, the team's shooting 53.4% on the season. And that's something that's got to improve if they're going to have success down the road.
So Boyce will step to the line. He'll knock down the first free throw. Set for the second, and it's good.
Yeah,
so just like you said, Bill, it's important to knock down those free throws like Boyce.
It is, and Logan's shooting almost 73%, so he's their best free throw shooter.
Quiet young man, doesn't say a lot in the hallways. I'm thinking he's just got basketball on his mind, which is a good thing, and a little chemistry, math, science. Just under a minute, Eagles on top by 4. Here's a really deep three. Just nicks the front of the rim by Dylan Heinzman. But, again, Elkins controls the rebound.
We missed a block out right there. We leaked out and was running down the floor before we had the ball back.
Here is Lambert, again, with position inside. Can't get the bucket to fall, but he's going to draw the foul.
Foul 33 moves on his first team fourth second quarter. 44 Aiden Lambert at the line shooting 2.
And Lambert knocks down that free throw.
You know, we had two guys in front of Lambert there, and then Sincere fouled him from behind. Probably not a good decision. Should have made him make that shot over those two people.
That last foul was on Sin Nusan, his first, team fourth.
And we can't corral the rebound there,
Yeah.
and Elkins gets another shot.
Second chances.
Hey, Lucas, AJ, switch.
Free throws, you just have to aggressively step toward the foul line into your man, and if you don't, he's going to walk you right under the basket, and that's what happened that time.
Lambert spending a lot of time in the lane and takes a tumble out of bounds, trying to save the ball before it goes out of bounds. No doing.
one of the things that's been hurting the Flying Eagles all season defensively is they're just having breakdowns, and a lot of them are because of communication. And that's one of the hardest things for a coach to get kids to do is talk defensively.
Just under 20 seconds to go. We'll see if Robert C. Byrd holds for the last shot here in the second quarter. Here's Holmes putting the ball on the floor, out to Boyce. Boyce looking for someone to pass to. A deep three from the left side is blocked by Barberio, and that's going to end the half. So a lot of scoring in the first quarter, not much in the second quarter, and Robert C. Byrd's going to go into the half with a 3-point lead at 19-16. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Hello, and welcome to Harrison County, West Virginia. With a population of over 69,000, Harrison County is a thriving community with plenty of recreational opportunities, historical sites, and a booming economy. And with an ideal central location, Harrison County is within a 10-hour drive of 60% of the population of the United States, with relatively easy access to cities like New York City, Chicago, and Atlanta. Vital to the region is our North Central West Virginia Airport, which serves as an economic engine for the area, providing countless job opportunities to local residents and has an annual impact of over $1 billion. Whether you're here to visit or find a place to call home, there's plenty to discover in Harrison County.
There's something for everyone in Harrison County. Indian mounds, located near the Veterans Park, are thought to be burial mounds constructed by the Hopwellian culture prior to the year 1000 AD. During the Civil War, the county seat Clarksburg served as a military depot for the Union Army. General George.
Back inside the birdcage, I'm John Griffin along with Coach Bill Bennett, our producer David Oliverio. We have no cameraman tonight, no student cameraman, but out of the corner of my left eye, I did catch our PRO, Deputy DJ Navarini, working the camera. And Deputy Navarini, I guess that's what I call you, got to call you formally on the air. Is that the only thing you do here, or do you have more responsibilities and more a different job title here?
Yes, I am the Prevention Resource Officer here at Robert C. Byrd High School, and I work here 7 to 3, Monday through Friday, and I do the investigations. If there's anything criminal at the school, I am a positive role model for the kids that go to school here, and I talk to every walks of life. I talk to the basketball teams. I've gotten really close with the girls basketball team, the boys basketball team. I'm a public address announcer for the girls team here, and if the kids have any issues going on at home or going on here, I tell them my light's on, my door's open. If I'm not there, door's locked, I'm somewhere, they can find me, and I'm excited to be here, and I am doing the best I can as a PRO at Robert C. Byrd.
So that's a PRO, that's announcing, that's camera work. You do a little bit of it all, right?
Yes, sir.
So specifically as the PRO officer, what is the best thing about doing that job? What do you like the most?
The most is being a positive influence for the kids, honestly. That's the big thing for me, because a lot of them, some might not have the best home life, some might not have people to go to look out for them, and I can be their voice. I can be the person to come to talk with them and figure out an issue. Or if I don't have the answer, somebody in the school, like therapist, counselor, and or the administration or a teacher could have that answer, and I'm just a branch on the tree of Robert C. Byrd High School.
So you have to act as a teacher, as a counselor, as a role model, as a coach sometime with all students. And I've seen you around the school. I've seen how you interact with the students, and they seem to respond really positive to you.
I try. I mean, there's no reason to come out if they make a mistake and it deals with on the criminal side or the discipline side of the school. I talk to them like they're a normal person. I mean, their day's already going bad, and you just talk to them and you try to have them do the right thing. Hey, don't make this mistake again. And I get disappointed. I don't really get mad at them because I know they can do well. And when it comes down to that, positive role model is all they need, and they don't need somebody coming at them negative unless they keep doing it, and then you get frustrated at that point. But
they are teenagers.
Yes.
I had 2 teenage boys, and believe me, they're teenagers. And you having kids, you'll learn that eventually.
Yes.
Now, recently you attended a DARE Academy, a DARE program. Talk a little bit about that and what you learned there.
So I attended the DARE instructor school in Columbus, Ohio. It was a 2-week program where I learned the drug abuse resistance education program and the curriculum and how they teach it. It's a 10-week program geared to 5th and 6th graders, and it tells you how to deal with peer pressure. It tells you how to make decisions in safe, responsible ways inside of school, outside of school, and dealing with drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. It's very comprehensive. They actually brought in an educator to help us how to teach a class, and I do that 4 days a week, and I do 2 classes per day. So it's been really positive, and it's been really great doing that. The kids are and I do it at Nutter Ford Elementary, and we also have 2 other PROs at South Harrison High School and Liberty High School that also teaches some of the feeder schools in the DARE program. And hopefully, like I said, the participation on my end has been great by the kids, and I think they're soaking in a lot of the information that they're getting about making safe and responsible decisions. It's not like just scare tactics, say no to drugs. It's how you deal with peer pressure. How do you communicate confidently and how to say no.
You have that's a big point. It's hard to know how to say no. Yeah. And I know sometimes there are programs and you have to actually model with students how to say no.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to do that.
The one plus is you have a instructional book that you deal with, and that instructional book gives these kids that can work in groups, work in pairs, and they learn scenarios. And with the DARE program, it's based off of 5th and 6th graders' interactions. They're real stories, and we hear real stories from these kids, and when we hear those real stories, one of the rules in my classroom that we go by there is somebody that I know. So they don't have to bring a person up or a friend up. They can say somebody I know, and then we can get that information and find out if they need help or if somebody else needs help in certain situations.
Well, DJ, we appreciate all the roles that you fill here. Your plate's obviously full. You got a lot on your plate. Your hands are full here at the school. And once again, we appreciate all the work that you do.
Griff,
thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you around the hallways.
Griff, I appreciate you. Right. Thank you for having me, and go Eagles.
Go Eagles. We'll take a short break and be back with the second half action after this.
County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Back at the Bird Cage. Second half about ready to begin here. We want to once again thank Deputy Navarini, DJ Navarini, for stopping by at halftime. He really does do a good job with the students here and fulfills a role at the school that is unique and not many people could do. So what do you think the Eagles will look to try to do, and what do you think the Tigers will try to do here in the second half, Coach?
Well, I don't think either team is going to change what they are. Apparently, Elkins likes that pressure, and they like to play the 2-3 zone, and we know that Bird likes to play man and occasionally pressure. So I just look for more of the same from both squads.
Yeah.
Obviously, they probably want to hit more shots and not turn the ball over, but that remains to be seen.
So it'll probably come down to who makes the least mistakes, least amount of mistakes.
Most games do, yeah, and who's getting the better looks at the rim.
Yeah.
Possessions are always important, so turnovers and rebounds are going to be crucial.
And right now, Elkins in the first half went to the line a lot more than the Eagles did, and that's just because of the type of game they play.
Right, and their size too. Bird committed fouls just because some of the bigs were getting rebounds. And
so RCB a little confused on offense now. They're playing a 5-out system, and now Carson Bennett goes down in the low post. He gets the ball, looks to shoot, kicks it out to Boyce, who'll put up a 3, and it's good. Right side, right in front of the RCB bench.
Great patience that time by Bird. Great patience until they got a good shot.
Eagles go up by 6, 22-16. Just started the second half here.
Elkins again in that horn set, looking at a double screen there at the foul line.
They've got Lauk and Lambert, who has started. No, I'm sorry. Lauk and Holland, the two post players that are in that horn set.
Again, a nice screen for Dylan Heinzman, who obviously is their best shooter, and they're trying to get him a shot.
Yeah. And he hit 2 3-pointers early on, but hadn't had any success since.
Right. They're trying to get him open. Probably wasn't a good foul there by Cameron. He got caught reaching. You got to be just as patient on defense as you do on offense.
That foul was on Cam Newson. His second, team first. And Boggs puts it up for 2. His first 2-point bucket of the night.
A bit of a defensive lapse there.
Yeah. Elkins really crowding the center court line. RCB breaks the pressure. Here's Boyce at the top of the key. And a tip pass, not a very good pass either by Boyce. Probably should have gone with the bounce pass. Back down court, he is going to, and they're going to call a foul on number 5, Levi Wanless, his third, team first. RCB still kind of unsure on how to break this pressure. Here's a steal and a bucket by Dylan Heinzman.
This is kind of what happened at the start of the second half last night, John. Just panicked a little bit against the pressure and started turning it over.
And they have no problem breaking it there this time. Manny Holmes drives in and gets the bucket to fall.
It's a nice job by Manny to get to the rim.
And that time when they broke the pressure, they hit the guy in the middle.
Exactly. The pressure is going to adjust, so, the kids have to adjust. They're not going to leave the middle open every time, so you got to keep your head up and see what's available.
Here's Lauk in the post. He'll kick it out. Penetration by Boggs. He'll kick it out. Deep 3 by Holland is no good. Rebound by Carson Bennett. Barbario down court. Loses the ball momentarily. And just being careless with the ball there. And it's going to be a turnover. It's crowd picked up by the Tigers.
I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. There was really nothing available. And, again, he was probably going a little faster than he needed to go.
So Elkins calls a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with him. Back at the birdcage, 24-20, Eagles on top. And this game started out as a horse race, but it's really slowed down to maybe a turtle race now. Not much scoring in the second quarter and not much in this quarter either, Bill.
Yeah, both teams having a little bit of trouble getting the ball in the basket. And again, the defense has been pretty good, so they're not getting great looks and not showing a lot of patience.
Yeah, the press is causing problems for Robert C. Byrd, no question. Elkins with the ball. Robert C. Byrd sticking with their man-to-man defense. Here's a near steal by Barbario. Boggs drives in. I should say Wanless drives in. Loses the ball, so Elkins will maintain possession. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize to his parents if they're listening. Levi Wanless or Wanless. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Maybe I'll just call him Levi from now on. Here's a nice cut into the post by Holland. Can't get it to go, though. Had good position there, just couldn't put it up and in, Bill.
Yeah, he did. He sealed real nice, caught the pass, just couldn't finish.
And here's Barbario in transition with a three.
That's what they've got to get from him, too. You know, when he's got those opportunities, he can't hesitate because he is a good shooter.
And like you were talking, he shot that in rhythm.
Right. He was open, had his feet set, caught and shot.
And here's an errant pass, save right into the arms of Barbario. He'll race down court. He's going to try to take it in, puts it up. Nice jump stop there with a push shot.
Very nice job.
Because he knew he wasn't going to be able to score.
Right. He kind of slowed it down. I think he thought about making the pass, but realized it wasn't. It was kind of a risky pass, so just took it himself.
So Robert C. Byrd, with that little flurry of points, goes up 29-20, and Elkins takes a timeout. We'll be back after these messages. Back inside Robert C. Byrd High School Gymnasium, otherwise known as the Birdcage. Elkins took a timeout there. RCB on a mini run. 5 straight points for Barbario there, Bill.
Right. The defense caused that, and he took two good shots in transition.
Yeah. Dylan Heinzman at the control, or I should say Aaron Friedman at the control for the Tigers now.
Barbario doing a good job pressuring the ball.
Here's penetration by Boggs. Dickerson thought he got all ball, but apparently he got him with the body.
Well, the problem there was he jumped. If he would have stood still and taken the charge, he was in position to take the charge, but jumped.
His second, team second. Elkins will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Always tough to do. Here's a pass inside to Holland. It's blocked by Bennett. Bennett got a hand on him.
Yes, he did. Nice job defensively.
Back down court, the Eagles will set things up. And they want to try to protect this lead and build on it.
Right. Again, by showing patience and
pass inside to Bennett. He loses it off his knee. May have been fouled there.
Go, clear, go.
Our view was a little obstructed. Nevertheless, he's got to grab that ball and hold on to it. Heinzman at the top of the key.
Elkins running really
Yeah.
good offense right now. They end up turning the ball over there, but they're really running some good screens and cuts. And Bird's doing a good job defending those. Just couldn't find anything open there and turned it over.
And that's where you have to be patient.
Exactly.
Two players got too close to each other, caused the turnover. 2:12 left to go in the third quarter. Bird on top by 9, 29-20. Pass inside to Bennett. Does hold it this time. Kicks it out to Manny Holmes, and he'll drain a three.
That's textbook offense right there. Inside out three.
That's Manny's first three of the night. Back down court. Brock Holland puts the bucket in.
It was a good take to the basket by Holland. Nice strong move. Defense wasn't in position.
Sin Newson will check back in for the Eagles along with Levi Cochran.
Pace of the game's picked up just a little bit.
It has, yeah. And it's funny how basketball is a game of runs like that for both teams.
Right, it is. The momentum shifts so quickly in these games sometimes.
Here's a pass inside the post to Lambert. Kicks it out. Three by Heinzman. Can't get it to go. Rebound Elkins. And here's a drive. Nice pass inside to Lambert. That was a great pass on the penetration by Friedman. Gives it to Lambert for two.
Elkins back in their pressure now, ramping it up a little bit.
And what a lot of listeners might not understand either is that if you score on offense, that allows you to get in your defense.
Another turnover there by Bird. Dickerson just could not find a handle on that and then is subbed out. He asked to come out. I don't know if he's tired.
Frazzled maybe is the word. Frustrated. We'll see. Just under a minute to go. Here's a three off the mark by Holland. Rebound Elkins. They've got numbers now. Another three off the mark. Rebound Holmes. He's got a runner ahead in the form of Newson and just overshoots him a little bit.
Yep, right idea. Just, again, got a little too much juice on it.
He probably had to put a little bit of air underneath that ball.
Let's go.
So we'll see if Elkins holds for the last shot here. Just under 30 seconds to go. Here's a drive. Nice take.
Very nice job.
Aaron Friedman, probably the shortest guy on the floor, got right to the bucket. 9 seconds to go. Here's a trap, half court. Sin Newson with the ball going right to the bucket. Shots up and drops in for Sin Newson.
It's a big shot. That's an important shot right there.
Because they look to be in trouble at half court. Were able to pass out of it and get a bucket.
Sincere did a great job there attacking after he caught that ball.
So Robert C. Bird's nursing a 8-point lead here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. We'll be back after these messages. We're set for the fourth and final quarter here at the Bird Cage. Bird on top by 8, 34-26. And Coach Bennett, we know you know basketball, but a lot of our listeners probably also want to know, how's your golf game?
Well, at the end of the season, it wasn't too awful bad. I still can't putt, but I'm working on it.
You are a great teacher and a great coach, obviously, but as I joke with you many times, because you've come back to do a lot of subbing here at the school, you're not a very good retiree.
Yeah, our counselor, Roger Wilkinson, always says, you really stink at retiring.
Oh, yeah. So while we were talking there, somebody turned the ball over. Not sure who it was, but that's going to draw a timeout. We'll keep things right here. Robert C. Byrd is in action next week. They'll host Lincoln, and that's another important game because Lincoln is in their section along with Elkins and Liberty.
Right.
So
this string, I talked to Coach Lucas the other day, and he's talking about, the Liberty game last night and then this game and Lincoln, and talking about their added importance because of sectional implications.
And I'm assuming that Coach Lucas and his players will have the rematch with Liberty circled on their calendar.
I'm sure. Nice job creating that turnover there. Start the quarter.
So Elkins turns the ball over, and Robert C. Byrd is going to control it.
Good patience there against the pressure. Bird's in a position where they can kind of dictate this with no shot clock. If they wanted, they could bring Elkins out of that zone.
Here's a three by Manny Holmes off the front of the rim. They were patient in that set.
They were. I'm still not sure that was the shot Coach Lucas wanted, but.
Yeah. Here's a drive to the bucket, sort of out of control by Holland, but he gets it to go.
Well, and this is something that's been problematic for the defense. Coach Lucas and I had a conversation the other day, and I said, you got to have guys that are willing to step in and take a charge when you see a guy's out of control like that. And guys just kind of get out of the way and let him go. And
Holland misses the free throw.
Nice job. Nice job getting the ball up the floor. 2 passes and a layup. Textbook fast break.
That was Sin Newson wide open.
Great job running the floor, and a great job to recognize that by the guys back here. Cam took a gamble there. Again, when you take that gamble and you don't get it, then you put your teammates kind of on an island there, and that's what happened right there.
So Aiden Lambert doing some damage inside the lane right now. He's going to go to the line for his 5th and 6th free throws of the night. Only 1 of 4. That shot bounces high off the basket or off the rim and goes in.
A shooter's roll.
Yes. He'll get the second one. That one's off the front of the rim. Tapped by Manny Holmes. He'll control it. So Lambert 2 of 6 tonight at the free throw line. Here's a 3 by Cochran, and I'm not sure that's the shot they wanted either.
They need to realize they're in control of the game right now, and they've got a 7-point lead, and they should be able to. They should want to dictate what kind of shots they're going to take.
Friedman against Cochran. He'll put the ball on the floor, gets into the lane, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Sin Newson controls, back down court. Fadeaway shot, can't get it to go. Elkins controls. Here comes Holland, full steam ahead. He'll give it off to Heinzman in the corner. Back to Friedman. Friedman looking for a screen. Nice job by Cochran there with the defense. Rebound off a missed 3 by D'Angelo is corralled by Lambert.
And that's just a situation where the bigger kid was where he needed to be, because Bird had somebody in front of him and behind him, but he just reached over top of him.
Lambert's first shot good.
And number 1, Carson Bennett.
Ready for the second shot. And that's off the front of the rim. Tapped out, controlled by Barbario. And we'll see now if Robert C. Byrd can take some time off the clock and get a good shot. Up by 6, they're in no hurry. And ideally, you want to get a layup or an open 3 or an open shot of any kind here, Coach.
Yeah, just an open good look. But again, you're able to dictate what's going on here with a 6-point lead and 5 minutes to go.
Barbario pressured, but he gets rid of it. Inside to Bennett. Bennett inside to Colton Bennett, I should say.
That was Newson with the pass to Cameron. Good job finding him there.
And the ball moved and it was worked around there, and they came up with a good shot.
Right. Carson was right in where that zone is soft, right in the middle, right below the foul line. And Elkins is going to turn it over again here.
Logan Boyce checking Lambert, who gives up about 3 or so inches to Lambert there. But he did a nice job with the pressure, got around in front of him. He's probably a little quicker than Lambert there, caused the turnover.
5! Back up! 5!
Okay, and Elkins is now going man-to-man.
Yeah, keep it count, AJ.
And if you're Coach Lucas, do you like this?
I think so, because I think his kids are better at man offense right now than they are zone offense. Great look right there. Great look right there. Good patience.
Newson, like you said, was in rhythm. He was open, too.
Right.
Here's Heinzman, I should say Friedman with the 3, no good, controlled by Cam Newson. Up ahead to Manny Holmes. Just out of the reach. Right idea, but.
And again, with an 11-point lead, 3 minutes to go, you don't need it, but you look up there and you see the guy wide open.
And that may be a good pass in the third quarter, the second quarter, but in the fourth quarter.
You have to play differently. Late in the game when you've got the lead, and kids have to understand that.
I remember you used to always talk, and probably still do, say that, a good shot in the first quarter is not always a good shot in the fourth
always,
quarter.
Right.
Or that same shot, I should say.
Well, the thing is, if you're the team that's in the lead, you have to understand the other team is going to take some chances. And when they take chances, they expose themselves, right. and that gives you an opportunity to get the shot that you want.
So Boyce picks up the foul. Aiden Lambert corralling another rebound, going back to the line, and misses the first. He'll get the second. Fourth team foul on the Eagles, so those team fouls mounting now, which could come back to hurt them. Lambert set for the second, and this one's in. So Lambert's on a pace of making one and missing one each time he goes to the free throw line. 3:15 to go. RCB with a 10-point lead. Pass down court to Dickerson. Might have walked. No call. Carson Bennett with it. Cam Newson now. Putting the ball on the floor. Gets around his man. Puts a shot up. Can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound.
That shot caused the timeout.
He got into the lane, but he's got to get a better shot attempt.
I almost came out of my seat on that shot, and Coach Lucas did come out of his seat.
We'll take a timeout real quickly here. Be back after these messages. Welcome back to Robert C. Byrd. Once again, Robert C. Byrd nursing a 41-31 lead here. 2:56 to go, just under 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Robert C. Byrd looking to pick up their fourth win of the season and an important sectional win.
It's a crucial point in the game here, and again, the kids just have to understand how to win games.
Yeah.
And some of them are young and haven't been in these situations a lot, so that's why the timeout happened.
And you could say this is a crucial point in the season, too.
Sure is.
Here's a jumper by Boyce, gets it to go. Elkins back down court, loses the ball out of bounds.
That was unfortunate for them, too, because Byrd did not get back in transition that time.
Here's Carson Bennett with the ball out of bounds. Down court to Barbario. He gets the pass to Boyce. Boyce, reverse layup, can't get it to go. Bothered by the height there. Rebound, Elkins. Back down court. Nice job of Holland running the floor. Misses the layup, though.
And again, another questionable shot for Byrd. Logan, when he had to reverse that layup, he should have just probably kicked it out and ran some clock.
Yeah, if it wasn't a wide open shot. Boyce picks up his third foul, team fifth, and that is going to put the Tigers in the bonus. So they're going to get 2 foul shots on any foul for the next 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Right, and this is not what Byrd wants to do.
No.
You know, the clock stopped and Elkins has a chance to score points. So you've got to defend without fouling.
That's Wanless's first trip to the line tonight. Gets the first one to go. And the second one rolls out. Fight for the ball. Boyce doing a nice job. Didn't have position, but he should have had position, but it's out of bounds off of Elkins. Carson Bennett taking the ball out now, I'm assuming because of his height. But maybe not the person you want to have handling the ball, although he does make a nice pass. And RCB breaks the pressure.
Got to keep it out of the trapping areas, the corners, sideline, keep the ball in the middle of the floor.
And here's a foul committed by Heinzman, his second. It's only the first team foul for the Tigers of the fourth quarter.
This is where you have to be really good at setting your screens and making sure you're coming off of them tight.
11-point lead with just under 2 minutes to go. And Lucas D'Angelo called for the foul there. Probably should have had a saddle. He was all over Barbario's back.
Again, this is where that new rule affects games late like this.
Because obviously Elkins is trying to foul now to put Robert C. Byrd on the line.
Right, but in years past it would have been that 1-and-1. Now it's going to be 2 shots, which makes it a little more difficult. But again, you're talking about fouling a team that shoots 53% from the line, so it could be a good strategy for Elkins.
Yeah. And at this point, that may be their only strategy.
Right, with a minute 53, down 11.
And Robert C. Byrd's got to understand now that they're going to try to get fouled too. And here's Newson losing the ball.
Well, he turned his back.
Yeah. Shot's no good. Holland's had a lot of close looks tonight. Just hasn't gotten that many to fall for him, though. Elkins will control, and they'll inbound underneath their own basket. And they're going to call a walk on Elkins. He shuffled his feet. That's a dead ball foul, and, of course, you're not allowed to move your feet. And he slid. Nice slide, nice, good defensive slide, but can't do that with the ball out of bounds.
He's having difficulty finding someone. Good job by Byrd pressuring. And they threw it away again.
Yeah. Manny Holmes looking for Dickerson. Dickerson wasn't quite there. So both teams giving each other chances, it seems like. Here's Griffin Boggs thinking about a shot. He was open but didn't take it. Just under a minute and a half here, and Elkins is going to have to start putting some points on the board. And Dickerson's going to be called for a foul.
Well, Elkins got a little desperate there, and look, the official kind of bailed him out.
Yeah. So Wanless will go to the line. He'll get 2 shots. First one's up, and it's good.
Still a lot of time remaining here.
10-point game. With this make, Wanless can cut it to a 9-point game. Can't get the bucket to fall, though. Rebound, Boyce, and he is promptly fouled by Wanless.
Foul on 5, Wanless. His fourth, team fourth.
That'll be Wanless's 4th team foul. His 4th, I should say, and the 4th team foul. So I would look for Elkins to commit a quick foul here if they don't get a steal immediately. Again, Carson Bennett inbounding the ball, and that's a change from the first half. And they turn it over again. Errant pass, missed layup by Boggs. Gets his own rebound, blocked by Carson Bennett. Just over a minute to go. And again, Elkins had another shot there, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Carson Bennett, missed 3, but he loses it. Back to Friedman. Friedman's shot is short. Barbario controls. He gets it out to Manny Holmes. And Manny Holmes is going to be fouled. And that will put Manny Holmes to the line for 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on number 23. Correction, foul's on number 2, Lucas D'Angelo.
Manny shooting 43% on the season from the foul line.
0 of 2 tonight. First shot's up, and it's good.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 5, Eli Wanless.
You know, he kept his feet real still on that shot, John. One of the ones he missed earlier, he was kind of dancing around like a cat in a litter box.
Yeah.
And, you know, kids do that when they start to lose confidence. They start moving around. If you keep your feet still, you got a better chance.
Second shot is off the rim.
Nice rebound.
Yeah. Riley Dickerson.
Good job. Anthony needs to get the ball off the sideline. He had an opportunity to get it off the sideline, didn't do it, so he got trapped.
And that'll force Coach Lucas to call a timeout. They're going to take a 30.
Timeout called by the Flying Eagles, 30 seconds.
Logan Boyce is going to check back in for the Flying Eagles. Both teams in the bonus now, so if this game were closer, we could be looking at a longer extended game time, but with only 42 seconds and an 11-point lead, we may not be here that much longer. And it'll be important for Robert C. Byrd to run something good to get the ball inbounds here, Coach.
Right. Again, like I said, this is an important time to execute and make sure you're doing the things that you practice every day to a T. Screen and come back to the ball. Come off the screens tight.
They do get the ball inbounds to Cam Newson. And he puts a layup, reverse layup in and good. And that may be about all she wrote here.
Not sure why Cam would foul right there.
I think it has something to do with him being a sophomore. Not sure about that.
It does. And you know, he hasn't been playing basketball since,
that's true.
You know, just a couple years, I think Coach Lucas told me. So still learning.
Yeah. So Wanless goes to the line. He puts the free throw up and in. He'll get the second. And gets that one to go too.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 1, Griffin Boggs.
And now Elkins with a lot of pressure. They get the ball. Robert C. Byrd does inbounds to Boyce, and he's fouled promptly.
Foul called 11 Friedman, his first.
Friedman's first.
This is the guy, if you're Coach Lucas, that you would prefer to go to the foul line.
2 of 2 tonight. First shot's off the back of the rim.
Then again, what do I know about it?
Yeah. That's the jinx. That's your first announcer jinx.
First one.
Boyce is set for the second one, and that one's in. 12-point lead with 30 seconds to go. Flying Eagles on top. Here's a three by Heinzman, no good. Rebound Boyce. 20 seconds to go. And now Elkins is going to call the troops off.
He still has to get it across here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Important win for the Flying Eagles, John.
Yeah, very important.
One that they really needed.
So Robert C. Byrd wins tonight 47-35, a 12-point win. That drops Elkins to 3-9 on the season. RCB improves to 4-8, and like we said, that's a crucial win for them at this time of the year.
It is. These kids, they had to be down psychologically after the way the last couple games have gone, especially after last night's game. So it's something they really needed.
So we want to stop and talk with Coach Lucas just a minute here as he's going to join us after that win. So Coach Lucas, welcome in. Congratulations on a important sectional win.
Yeah, that was a big win. We were talking this morning, came in for a little shoot around. And we talked about the maturation process, and we felt like maybe we let one get away last night. And I was curious to see how these young guys were going to handle the adversity. We always talk about it, how you handle adversity is going to tell you how your season's truly going to go. We're looking for development with this group, and I felt like today, given the circumstances of this week so far, I thought they did a really good job of handling the adversity of the situation.
Coach Bennett and I both thought it was important for your fellas, your kids to come out and see that type of pressure tonight and be able to know that they could handle it and beat it and end up winning the game.
Well, there's no question about it. I mean, we haven't changed too much on how to break these things. I mean, we've been working on the same stuff the entire year. And you know what happens with players? Sometimes they think their way is the way to do things. And they go in the areas they want to go in. And that's literally what happened to us in previous games. We're going into areas that we're trapping areas, and we're not shortening passes back. We're not flashing to the middle. We're not looking ahead. And I thought they did a really good job of that today.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach. We'll let you get back with your troops.
Well, I want to touch on one thing. This game was, defensively, I'd heard through the grapevine that Coach Bennett was going to be here today. And, I told those guys, for the 12 years that I've been here, Coach, everything we did was based off the defensive end and rebounding. And we've been preaching that. We really have been preaching that a ton. And I thought they did a much better job today against the bigger team, forced the bigger team to go to a smaller lineup.
They did. I just you have to be proud of the way they played. Defensively, I thought they were, wasn't sure what to expect coming out after last night. Didn't know how that game would affect them. But, they come out from the beginning, I thought, and defended and did a nice job. Got up in the passing lane right off the bat and created a couple turnovers. I thought they worked harder on the boards. And that's what's, that's how you win games. You know that.
Absolutely. And I'm proud of them. I'm going to go back here and celebrate them. And we got a big week. We got Fairmont Senior coming here on Monday. We play Lincoln, another sectional opponent, here on Wednesday. Then we go to Grafton. And the rest of the way, guys, it's 3 games a week till the season ends. So we're ready to go.
Congratulations. This will help you enjoy the weekend a little better.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, so we want to thank Coach Lucas for stopping by and chatting with us. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap it up after this. back here at the Birdcage, wrapping things up. The Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles victorious 47-35. Coach, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. Hopefully we can have you back in the future to get your insights.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to help out, John. It was enjoyable.
Great to have you. Great to have you. Let's take a look at the unofficial scoring. First for the Elkins Tigers, Griffin Boggs, once again with a great first name, finishes tonight with 3 points. Dylan Heinzman, 8. Aaron Friedman, 2 points. Brock Collins, 6. Donald Lauk, DJ Lauk, I believe, is 4 points. Aiden Lambert, 8 points. And Levi Wanless finishes with 4 points. For the Flying Eagles, who improved their record to 4-8, Anthony Barbario finishes the night with 6 points. Logan Boyce, high point for Robert C. Byrd and the game, 16 points. Cam Newson, 7 points. Carson Bennett, 2 points. Manny Holmes, 10 points. And off the bench, Sin Newson with 6 points. So the Eagles will be back in action next week as they take on the Lincoln Cougars in another important sectional game. So for John Griffin, our producer David Oliverio, and once again Coach Bennett, all the thanks to joining us tonight. Reminding you that the Robert C. Byrd Eagles win it 47-35. Until next time, fly like an eagle.